Hello everyone, I'm Shivali. In this video, we will be sharing the experience of Mr. Krishna Teja, who has been placed as an embedded systems engineer in IFM Electronics. Before we listen to Teja, I would like to introduce him formally to our viewers. Teja is a final year MTech student in the Department of Systems and Control Engineering at IIT Bombay. For his master's project, he is working on the development of adaptive predictive controllers using Raspberry Pi. Due to his inclination towards control systems, he has studied courses such as Intelligent Feedback and Control, Advanced Process Control, etc. He secured an AIR of 172 in GATE Aerospace Engineering in 2018. During his MTech, he has held several positions of responsibility, such as General Secretary of the Department of Systems and Control Engineering. He completed his BTech in Aeronautical Engineering from the Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad in 2017. Without further delay, I would request Teja to share his experience of getting placed in IFM Electronics. Thank you, Teja. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, Shivali, for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah. So I would start. Can you please tell us about the company and the profile which you have been selected for?
So the company is called IFM Electronics Private Limited. It's a German-based automation company. I have selected in the company for embedded system. So mostly I will deal with the controllers, microprocessors, and sensors, this kind of stuff. So even my MTP was related to that. So I've been selected for this role. Apart from my role, there are few roles they are offering us. One is related to machine learning, and one is data scientist. So
Okay. Fine. So you might have remembered that last year your senior Kishan, he was also placed in IFM. So can you tell us the difference or the similarities in the roles which you both will be having? Like what he is working on?
so
Yeah.
yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there are two roles. One is the embedded system, which I have got placed because I was more inclined to the controller and control stuff. My senior Kishan Chauhan has placed in the role related to the ML and data science because his profile was more inclined to the machine learning roles. And also the roles and the interview process will be completely dependent on the company itself. So based on the requirement, they will select the roles and they will take the candidates for.
Okay. Okay. So, as we can see from your resume, you did BTech in aeronautical engineering, right? And
Yeah.
then you are doing in and then you're doing MTech in systems and control engineering. So, what measures or what extra things you had to do to survive, or a transition from aeronautical to systems and controls?
Yeah, for to coming to survival purpose, I have to do more basic control. I have to learn more basic control, and there are a lot of stuff need to be done. And as well as I was more inclined to automation, and I'm also searching for a trending topic. So I choose system and control is a bit better than because I'm from a, as a aerospace guy. I'm eligible to get a seat from the system and control engineering. As well, I was bit interested in the control and these kind of things. So, so I got the seat and I came here. Like the stuff I have learned in my BTech and here are a bit different. So
Yeah.
I have worked hard in first semester and also I learned few courses. I had to learn the coding part, MATLAB, Python, everything. So these are the coding part is the most basic thing in the systems and control. Like we will do real time development here. So is the coding when it comes to real time development, the coding plays an important role.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's great. So, okay, so let's come to the steps which happen after joining this job application form. So that also known as JAF. So, can you please tell us that what were the criteria, like what was the test, and what kind of questions were there in the test regarding the test? So, how did you prepare for the test?
So there was no test. There is resume filtering and there are two rounds of interview. Both are the technical. For me, it's both are technical. There was no test. There was a resume filtering process, and after that, there were interviews.
Okay. So they just did the resume shortlisting, and there
Yeah,
was no test after that.
yeah,
And after resume shortlisting, they were directly calling for the
right
interview.
then. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So how many departments? Like, can you name the departments which were eligible for this job?
Mostly like electrical system, electrical engineering, systems and control. Uh, what were they like? There are like four branches in the electrical engineering. I guess energy science students are also having the eligibility for this. There are
Acha.
very few branches.
Okay, okay, okay. So as you have mentioned before that MTP was like it helped you for the interview, right? So
Yeah.
like so how like so mainly like how the questions were asked you, like mainly your interview depended upon the MTP only.
See, if I wanted to make this course, 30% for my resume and 20% of basics of control systems and like 50% C++. Like, so when it comes to real time, already told you, like, there are coding also plays a crucial role in the real time development. So they want a employees to do coding when they got recruited. So as well as so the question was mostly about the C++, the like basics of C++, not too depth, like up to OOPS concept and these kind of stuff, and normal basics of C++. But when it comes to my resume, like my resume mostly oriented to in a control, mostly oriented to control, and also like it's a in a line up because like I work on a adaptive MPC. Before that, I have done a project on the implementing a MPC. Before that, the LQAC control is the like is a prerequisite for the MPC. So my resume was aligned in these cases. So they have started asking from my MTP, later on my projects, later on few questions related to my signals and these things.
Okay, okay, okay. So okay, okay. So how do you see your job? It is like core or non-core?
Yeah, it's a completely core. It's a completely what I have done for my MTP. I'm going to do it for the same in my job too.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I guess we have covered that what all happened after signing the JAF. So as you know that the resumes they get logged in August, right? So how did you shape your resume which would fit for this company? Yeah.
So, yeah, from the initial starting itself, I have prepared like four resumes. Uh, two are for core and one for the core companies and one for the machine learning. So the difference between these two are like I was telling myself as a control engineer, I was more giving weightage to the control in one resume, and also apart from the control, I was preparing for the ML and data scientist in there. So I have done few courses, few projects on these two. So I kept in the other one, I was giving them more weightage to machine learning. So based on the computer company requirements and the company necessities, I was applying with that resume. So here comes to I applied for the core resume because my they are asking for embedded systems as well as they have mentioned few things related to my MTP and post college which I have done. So for this reason, I have applied to this stuff with my core resume.
Okay, okay, okay. So it was one page or two page resume?
It's a two-page resume.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. So, okay, so as you said that you had two types of resume, like one for
Yeah,
machine learning and other for code. So,
yeah.
you have like how have you prepared for machine learning?
Machine learning is nothing but like just giving. See, when you go to interview or when your resume when for the shortlisting, the mostly when the HR sees your resume, like there should be something which they needed from your resume.
Yeah,
So I was writing in such a way that when they took my resume, they has to find what they are looking for.
yeah.
So so like for this reason, I have made two separate resumes, which are completely different profile. Like they are in each resume, there give one resume. There I was giving the more much importance for control, and under resume I was giving much importance on machine learning.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, one more question I wanted to ask you from like I'm seeing a resume. You have written your professional experience as in the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you have worked in surface design and assembly, sheet metal, and
Yeah. Yeah.
but you have been placed in embedded systems.
Yeah.
So what how is that related? Like was it related or yeah? So you can just tell something about that.
No. I didn't. Those two profiles wasn't related. Like that profile related to my aerospace background, but I wanted to change that complete profile. So that's why I took admission in the Cisco and trying to do these control things, and as well as apart from the control, I was also learning the machine learning, this kind of stuff. Those are kind of different things.
Okay.
But so I kept these things in the resume because when employer comes to recruit you, they has to either recruit a fresher or a experienced guy, whether it's related or not. So when it comes to there is a clash between a fresher and a experienced guy, they will have more chances of selecting experience guy, because when you have experience, whether it's related to the current field or not, they will know that this guy knows the corporate behavior, this guy knows the how to work in a team, or how to be in a MNC, or how to be in a corporate company. So there could be a chance of having a bit of more inclined towards the experienced guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I guess we have covered all the things which happened before the interview.